Makers Market. All set up. Got a noisy spot here, you have to excuse the generators. But we have our little boo sheets. Incense holders, baby boo sheets, coloured babies. The weapons, a bit of jewellery there. Trinket plates. Mushrooms, lots and lots of mushrooms. Christmas trees. Some butters. Lots of cool little ornaments. These ones are gorgeous. The little gnomies. All little boos. A couple of jacks. And marks. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Jane from a Shoebox Studio, a potter based in Secret Harbour in Western Australia. I am fairly new to the whole YouTube thing. I've just uploaded a few kiln openings and some shorts so far, but I wanted to try something. So I thought I might try doing a little bit of a market debrief after I do markets. I do this basically with a friend, another potter friend anyway. We sort of pretty much debrief after each market, and it's helpful. So I thought it might be helpful to share as well. In this video I will be sharing some my figures as well. So hopefully you're not uncomfortable with that. I'm not. I'm feel okay about sharing it. I have debated a little bit, but yeah, I'm going to share because I think it helps. But just on that note, my figures may be a lot more than what you're used to, maybe a lot less than what you're used to. They may be spot on. Please don't take it the wrong way. It's just there for some information for you and just to give you an idea. And again, I'm in Australia, so it could be a totally different situation where you are as well. So yeah, being in Australia, our markets at the moment are outdoors because we are in the warmer weather. So pretty much everything's outdoors at the moment. So it's a gazebo set up 3x3 generally, 3x3 meters that is. Take your own gazebo and set it up. Okay, so the market that I did over the weekend was on Sunday, the 3rd of November, and it was the Perth Makers Market in Heathcote, Applecross. So it was beautiful weather, lovely weekend. Couldn't really have asked for better weather for it, so that was great. So for an outdoor market, perfect. You will have to excuse me, sorry, I'm going to try to look down at my notes a little bit too. Okay, so yes, Perth Makers Market, 3rd of November. So it went from 9:30 till 3:30, which is a fairly long day, especially when you arrive. Well, we arrived at about 7:30. We didn't actually get out of there till closer to 5, I think it was. But yeah, so it makes for a long day. But that's okay. It has customers pretty much the whole time. Okay, so this time, this is a market I have been doing for a while. So I've done quite a few of theirs. They're not quite monthly. I can't think exactly how they go, but yeah, I didn't do last month. I wasn't able to do last month, but I'm doing this month, and I'm hopefully doing December. Just got to see if they've had any cancellations because I missed the booking for that. So hopefully they'll have me back in December, but we shall see. So yeah, monthly market. So my location this time, my store location was a little bit different to what I'm used to at that market. There's an aisle that leads right up to the food trucks, and that sells stalls up each side. I'm usually on that aisle along there somewhere. So that's where I've been in the past. This time, I don't know, because it was missed last month or whatever, they did move me, and I was still, they call it central, the area, but I was past the food trucks. So basically the food trucks go in a big horseshoe, and I was at the end of that horseshoe. So the food trucks went up either side, I was here at the end. Please excuse me, I keep looking at the wrong part of the camera. I'm trying to remind myself to look there. So different location for me. I really didn't know how to go because there wasn't a lot of other product stalls up there. It was a lot of food. So product stalls wise, there was only myself and 2 others. Everything else was food or desserts of some sort. But where I was on the end of the horseshoe sort of thing, at the top of it, and then there was a stall this side of me and a stall that side of me. So what this meant is I actually ended up with 3 frontages too, which wasn't expecting, because when I'm down the aisle I only ever have 1 frontage, but this time I ended up with 3 because of the way we sat, and I was right in the middle. One was facing that way, one was facing that way, so they were angled out. So I had 3 frontages. So I wasn't quite prepared for that. Didn't quite have the amount of tables I needed, but that's okay, we made it work. When I say we, my husband came with me to help me and was there all day with me this time, which was fantastic. So we made it work, used as much of the space as we could, which was a great advantage to us. So yeah, I think I might get to the figures now. So yeah, as I said, it was a good day. Foot traffic was good most of the day. It felt like it was a quieter market than usual, but according to my figures, maybe it wasn't. I don't know why it felt quieter. What did happen though, that I did think might happen, is once that lunch rush was over, we went dead quiet. We had sort of 2 or 3 customers after that, because no one was coming down that end then. They were standing at the end of that aisle looking up thinking, oh, that's all food trucks, we don't want food now, and turning around and going back. But that's okay. I do wonder if I was in my usual location whether I still would have made a few more sales after that lunch rush. But I can't complain. This was actually my best sales at this market to date, and I've been doing them for this could be the 3rd year of doing them, so I'm not complaining at all. But it does make me curious as to what I could have done, but that's okay. So getting into that, figures. So yes, as I said, I'm going to share my figures. They may be more than what I used to, less, they may be spot on. Please take it with a grain of salt. It's just for some information. Okay, so for this market, I grossed $1,549. But the fee for this one is quite a high one. It's about $253 for the site, for the stall fee. So quite pricey, so I have to take that into account. So that comes off my gross sales. Also, there's the Square terminal fees. That's what I use for my point of sale and for my card reader. They were $23.57, which isn't, it isn't a great deal, but there is fees. So after those fees and taking out the stall fee, I had a net sales of $1,272.43. So that is a good one for me. My average at that market net is usually just under 1,000, I think, by the time fees and that are coming out. So pretty happy with that. As in items, so it was a bit different this time. Usually my mugs are my biggest seller, and I sell the most of them. But this time it was my Christmas items. So I had some tree luminaries, which you may have seen in my kiln unloading. They sold quite well. They were from $35 to $38, so they were one of the higher priced items. So that may be why they generated more sales too. But also Christmas ornaments, so just little Christmas ornaments of all different sorts. They ranged from $5 to $10. They went quite well as well. The next biggest category that I sold from was what I called my Halloween, because it was left over from Halloween from my last market. But I have decided that my little ghosts, my little boo sheets, are going to be a regular item, so I had more of them. So I had little baby boo sheets, and I had ones with little golden stars and things on top of them, and then I had the bigger ones. So they priced from $5 to $32. So they were my next biggest category that sold. So then coming in at number 3 was my mugs, which, as I said, is usually my top category. But this time, the last market, I actually did really well as well, and I sold out of a lot. And I didn't have a lot of time between markets, only 2 weeks actually, so it was really only a week of making and a week of glazing, because I hand glaze, so everything takes forever. So there wasn't as many mugs as I would usually have. I think if I had more mugs, I would have sold more mugs, and they still would have been my top category as usual. My mugs range from anywhere $25 to $40. So yeah, they were the third biggest category. So yeah, that is a little rundown. I don't know if that helps anyone, but yeah, hopefully it does. So what else do I have here to talk about? Personally, for the day, I was actually really tired. I don't know. I never sleep well before a market. I'm not sure why. It's like I'm waking up continuously worrying I'm going to miss the alarm or something like that. But I never do. I never miss the alarm. I always wake up. I don't know why I'm always so worried. I dream that I have missed it, but I generally am fine. But for some reason, I just struggled to sleep the night before. So I was very tired. Thank goodness I had my husband there for the day to help me out. He kept me standing. I did have to sit a little bit through this market. I don't usually sit a lot through them, but I was really tired. But I made it through, and it was all good. So I suppose the last thing I'll talk about then is bump in and bump out. Bump in was easy as, so this site, I was able to take the car right to the stall site, drop my gear off, and take the car back to the stallholder's car park, which is actually quite a hike for this market. The stallholder's car park's quite a distance away, but it's not too bad. I mean, it won't kill you. It's a bit of a walk. You'll survive. So yeah, got back. Paul, my husband, had pretty much set up most stuff, like the tables, the general stuff for me, so that was good. So then it was just a matter of setting up all the stock. Now, it did take a little bit longer because we had to think about how we were actually setting it up, because we had that extra space we weren't expecting. We were wishing we had a third big table, but we didn't. But we made it work, and it was fine. And we got it all set up, and it looked quite good. And I will try to include some photos in here of the setup and maybe a little video. I'll see. My editing skills are still very basic, very low level basic. So we shall see if I can get all that in here for you. But I will try and include that. So yeah, bump in, great. Bump out is always chaotic at this market, but that is no fault of the organisers. It is a weird little tight setup, so especially where we were with the food trucks, because the food trucks do have to get in and out with all their big trailers and things. So by the time we bumped out, I think it was almost 5 o'clock, so quite late considering the market finished at 3:30, but that's okay. We sort of just packed up our gear, waited, and we eventually got out, and we got home, and we were home by before 6 anyway. It's only about a 40-minute drive away. So yeah, it was all good. So overall, great market. Really enjoyed it. I love the Perth Makers markets. They are a regular that I will continue to do. They are the one regular I think I will continue to do. Otherwise, next year for 2025, I'm concentrating on festivals and carnivals and maybe even some regional shows. But Perth Makers Market, I think, will definitely be pretty much a regular. I really enjoy their markets, and I feel like they're very well organised, they're very well advertised, and yeah, even though they're on the bit more pricey side for stall fee wise, it's okay. And they're usually really good if you're having any problems with payment. They help you out. So yeah, overall great experience. Love the Perth Makers markets. Hopefully we'll be back for the one in December. We shall see. Otherwise, I shall leave you with it now. I will see you soon for some kiln unloadings, which actually happened last week, but I still haven't uploaded them, but I will try and get that done. They'll probably actually go up before this video. But anyway, I'm thinking out loud now, so sorry about that. In the meantime, I hope you find a way to get some creativity in your day, and I will see you very soon. I hope this has helped you. Thanks very much. Bye.